Well, greetings everyone. Today I'm going to be cutting this 54 karat or just over 10 gram piece of dark base opal from Coober Peedy, Australia. It came from the Black Lighters. Right now I'm just going to give you a quick little tour around the stone, and then we'll break it down. Here we have the top of the stone, or what I thought was going to be the top. You can see that there's color all the way around on all four sides. Here we have a side view, and you can see there's color here on this left side, followed by a lot of sand on this right side, and then in the middle there's a good bit of gray potch. On the bottom here we can see color here to the bottom left, followed by sand in the middle, and then we have this large cavern that's a little bit lower in the middle than it is on the top. On this side, we have a lot of nice color bar. Looks like two different ones, yellow and green and gold at the bottom, and then blue and green on the top. On this corner we have that color bar and a good bit of sand, and then on this corner we have a nice color bar. So for my top, what I thought was going to be the top, as I said, it had a lot of good color. I was just going to cut down to that nicer color bar, and thought it'd be rather simple, but with opal that hardly ever is the case. So I'm on the 80 grit wheel, and as I said, I'm just going to cut down to that color bar. We can see in the middle there, there's some gray potch. I didn't recognize it at the beginning. Hey, and there's a nice little chip of opal that came off. I'll probably use that for a piece of an inlay ring or some inlay work. Never like anything to go to waste. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see it yet, but there's a crack that kind of showed up to the left side by my left thumb. But now I'm just still cutting down and dropping the opal. You can see a large amount of gray potch. Who knew it was in there? I thought it would be easily coming out by now, but unfortunately that is not the case. So right now I'm just analyzing the stone and kind of thinking that I might have to change up my game plan. So there's a lot of potch on this side, so I'm just going to bring it in until I start to see color. And that bottom bar is starting to show up some decent color, but that gray potch on my initial top side is just killing me. So I get rid of the sand here on this corner. I'm trying to break off that crack, and then on the fly I just decide to see if I can make this my top piece. Also, I'm a little unsure about splitting it at the time. I really wanted to get a large stone out of this. So that cavern that I mentioned earlier, I'm just trying to make it the same level. I'm going to have the sand on this corner. And I'm just rotating between the top, or the new top, and the corners. Just trying to get rid of the sand and the cracks. As you can see, there's some pretty decent color on this side, but it is not as good as that other side. You can see some chaff pattern showing up. But there's some pretty dark potch throughout the stone. As always, I'm just taking it nice and slow. And just reanalyzing it as I cut the stone. I don't want to be in a big hurry. As I said, it started out at 54 carats, or over 10 grams, so it's not too difficult to say that we can still get a nice large stone out of this. Got plenty of room to play with. As you can see here, another crack has showed up on this side, so I'm either going to have to cut it off where this black line is, or trim it in on the 80 grit. I decided just to go ahead and trim it in on the 80 grit a bit. It's still showing up quite a bit. But as you can see here, I got, I believe I got it out. So I'm doing a little pre-shaping now. But I still got quite a bit of that gray potch, and it's a little uneven as well, so I'll have to bring that taller side down, because I obviously can't bring the lower side up. I switched back to the original top just to try it just one more time, but those efforts are obviously going to be futile because of all that gray potch. So I give up and switch back to this side now. All in all, it's turning out to be a pretty nice stone. So now I put it on a dop stick and doing a final shaping on the 280 wheel here. That 80 grit wheel will create some deep scratches, so it's always best when you're doing a final shape to just go ahead and switch to a lower grit or a higher grit wheel, so you don't have to contend with those deep scratches. So I got a lot of that gray polish out, and there's directional color throughout the face now for the most part. And going to the other wheels, it'll probably, or it ends up usually, if there's a small layer of polish, you can generally get it out on the polishing parts. So now I'm working on the dome. I've got the vast amount of my shape finished. But as you can see, it's not even on the dop stick anymore. So typically what I like to do, if it's not, after this final shaping, take it off and flip it over. And shape up the bottom and get rid of the hard corners, flatten it out a bit. It doesn't take too long, and some people like to do this at the end, but I prefer to do it now. So I got it back on the way it's supposed to be. Took care of the bottom, and now I'm on the 600 grit polishing wheel. And it's been shaped as much as it's going to be shaped. Now I'm just getting the facets and scratches out from the 280 wheel. And then I move on to the 1200 wheel, ensuring that I get all the facets and scratches out from the 600 wheel. And then I move on to the 3000 wheel. This is the last polishing wheel that I do. And it removes the facets and scratches from the 1200 wheel. So here we have it. After doing a final polish with cerium oxide, and it ended up at 10.85 carats. And it has some beautiful green, blue colors, and it has some nice chaff and looks like rolling flash, touch of flagstone. So it has several different patterns, and as you can see, a little bit of that yellow and gold did seep through. All in all, a pretty nice stone. At 10.85 carats, It's around $300 a stone, or $300 a carat. And of course, thanks for watching. As always, God bless.